And for the second straight year, the game ends on a sack.
And welcome back to another episode of Coming Off the Edge. James, Jeff, Nate, and Corey here chilling with you on a Tuesday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Taco Tuesday, guys. What's going on?
It's Taco
Tuesday. Do we sing like Troy?
Oh.
It's Taco Tuesday.
We have our own dance. Like, where's Troy?
I don't know.
Where's Troy?
Is this a
Yeah,
taco?
why the hell isn't he here?
I feel like a Taco Tuesday dance is needed. We'll have to request one, even though this
It's
is our
Taco
last dinner party.
Tuesday.
What do you guys
Taco
got?
Tuesday.
I got homemade, just beef.
I'm waiting for
Just beef?
Russell. Actually, the order should be complete. I'm going to go get mine. I'll be
Let's
right
go.
back.
Shout
I've
out
got-
Russell.
I've got
Nate.
two massive tacos
That's
that I'm
right.
very excited about.
We got Nate there. What did you get? Which kind?
So I've got an al pastor. Is that how you say it?
Pastor.
El Pastor. Yes.
And then I've got a carnitas from a little local place that I've been going to for like 20 years. So
Oh,
All right, so I'm on Team El Pastor as well. I've got the El Pastor with the pork and the pineapple, and then we have some tacos dorados, which are chicken. And
thought
I've been
pollo was
dying to eat these, so I'm ready to go.
go ahead, man. So shout out Taco Tuesday. Thank you everyone for joining. We got a little taco side. Dude, I can't talk with the food in my mouth, man.
I know that's a
Now there's
problem.
still food.
guys, which one should I do first?
Carnitas.
You want me to go carnitas? All right.
What was chef? I don't know. Dude, we can't talk with food in our mouth. Now this show is just three dudes just eating food. You know what I mean? Like, what the heck's going on? Like, I starved myself waiting up for this whole moment, and we kind of put ourselves in a
Dude, you
corner.
can't put tacos in front of me and expect me not to eat them. Like,
Right?
This was so hard. Like, I'll admit I did not cook today. I've been busy working all day, so we got them in. My wife went and picked them up, and they came 3 of each, and I've already eaten 1 of each because I was just starving. So this is just the leftovers pretty much on my plate right now. But yeah, it's Taco Tuesday. Welcome to Coming Off the Edge, a new kind of fantasy football podcast. Well, football based. We're here for the shenanigans, friendly conversations, and of course, sometimes a dinner party. This week, we decided Taco Tuesday. Why not grab a taco, a drink, and sit down and talk some fantasy football with your buddies?
That's right. So, how are we going to relate this to fantasy football? Let's see. What's the most basic taco? A ground beef taco.
Of course.
So, what's the most basic fantasy player, fantasy rule,
Fantasy player?
or like
Can I-
fantasy rule is like standard scoring a beef taco?
No, I would say the PPR format is more standard now than anything else.
It
I think
really
it's
is.
taken over.
No, yeah, but like standard scoring is just like your classic beef taco, ground beef, your homemade stuff. You know, it's
Like 4 points for a touchdown pass.
yeah,
plain
you know, whatever it
boring.
is.
Not that
Plain
exciting.
boring,
Like
exactly.
1
You're
point
just-
for
you're
every
just
10
casual.
yards and no decimal points.
Yeah, it's just ground beef.
Kicker.
All right, so yeah, I guess.
Team defense.
Yeah, kicker, defense, 1 flex spot.
No flex spots.
So what? Like
We've all
No
played in
flex
those
spots.
leagues.
Remember that?
so what would like steak be? PPR,
Steak?
Yeah.
I mean,
PPR.
I would have to say like super flex.
Whoa.
Steak is the super flex
Whoa.
of tacos, man.
So then does that make tight end premium like the steak and lobster?
Yeah,
Taco?
yeah, like the surf and turf lobster or the surf and turf taco. Definitely.
Hey, Corey, let Jeff back in. Or Chef, whoever.
I got him.
He's back.
Shout out Russ. What did
Jeff.
Russ bring you?
Well,
made it.
He's already eating.
So the thing of it is, I got a taco, and I really wanted queso. So I got some queso. The problem is they didn't bring any chips. So I have 1 taco and a bowl of queso, and they brought me a fork. So I think that I'm just going to have to eat
You're
the
gonna eat it
queso.
like a Mexican cheese soup.
Yep. We're going to eat a little bit of Mexican cheese soup here, and I have my taco.
But you don't got chips on deck at home?
I'm not.
That's what I'm
at
wondering.
home. Like I'm in the office, so
Oh,
Oh.
that looks like
you
a
don't-
home.
You should
my
probably
office.
have chips in your office.
Yeah, you don't have chips at your office?
Well,
Come on, man.
not currently. No. I do not.
Hey, cut him some slack. I currently have never eaten in front of my equipment except for last week and now this week. We are starting to have bad trends here. It's bad habits for podcasting and food. We're all chowing down on our tacos. Some of us go left, some of us go right. Now, which is the best side?
I'm lefting it right now.
You're lefty. I go with. Wait, so if I go, my head turns right, then I'm a righty.
Maybe, but my mic's here, so I can't eat it into the mic, so I have to go left.
Totally.
It's your right, my left.
Corey, every time you go to eat your taco, it looks like you're taking a chunk out of the mic.
Are you not supposed to eat it into the mic? Am I doing that wrong?
Yeah, don't eat into the mic.
Come on, Jeff.
Okay, Jeff, wait. So we asked while you were gone,
Mm-hmm.
what would you relate a ground beef taco to fantasy football-wise, whether it be a player or a rule or like a scoring setting? Just your homemade
taco. So just a homemade, normal old taco.
Yeah, some Americanized taco.
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan. Why do you say that?
You know, Matt Ryan, he is what we know what he is at this point. We kind of know what we're going to get. You know, Matt Ryan can get you by in a pinch, but he's not exactly going to win your league. So that's my choice, Matt Ryan.
Jeff, you
Matt Ryan, the Taco Bell of fantasy football.
Hey now.
Well, Robbie. Happy
Robbie,
birthday.
what up, homie?
Happy belated.
Happy belated.
Hey, what's
yesterday.
up,
Robbie turned 30.
Oh, I got a little hair in my taco. It's ruined.
At least you know it's your hair.
But it's my hair. Yeah, hopefully
Right.
It's your hair. That's all right.
The old Mexican cheese soup. Here we go.
Oh, you actually doing it? Oh, no.
The
Live
queso's
for your
delicious,
entertainment,
Corey,
folks.
so-
Jeff Bell eating
Yo.
queso with a spoon.
Actually, it's a spork. I want to
It's a
make sure that the point is clear that it's a spork. So
It's not even a spoon.
you know, you need the spork to kind of cut through the consistency of
It just
the queso
cuts through the
sometimes.
soup.
It's kind of like having the edge of a chip. So you just kind of use the spork and go in there and get a little bit of cheese.
I'm trying not to laugh because I got food in my mouth, man.
Yo,
Is
I'm
it like
laughing so hard.
Is that
right
like one of
now,
those
Jeff.
quesos that has like the
Killing
green
me.
chilies and peppers in it, though, Jeff?
It does. There's
But that
there's a
spork help.
jalapeno-
That spork will help you
There's a
out.
jalapeno. I don't really like jalapeno.
So it's a Mexican cheese chowder.
What?
Is
You
that
know
what you're
what?
saying?
Mexican cheese chowder. Shout out to Chef.
Yeah, more or less. I mean,
Shout out, chef.
Is it good? It's like, I mean, it's queso, you know, like,
so
I don't
I
know.
wish I had a chip.
I'd rather have Wisconsin cheddar soup, like instead of Mexican queso soup. Or when you call it queso soup, should you say Mexican in front of it? I think it should just be queso soup,
Queso soup.
right?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Whoa, what up, homie?
We're just
Bo,
going in here.
what's going on, big
You
guy?
got the taco season.
And there's a little bit of spritz of something in there. Chef
Oh,
would probably
you
know
got the
better than I
hot
would.
dog cat. Check out Nate's head, everyone.
Hot box
So
batch,
guy,
best
queso,
hot
so
sauce.
Oh, I said it Italian. Okay, wait, Jeff. So one more. You know how I said ground beef taco, right?
Yeah,
What would
yeah.
you relate the steak taco to?
Ooh, the steak taco. You're bumping it up a little bit.
I want to
But see,
redo mine.
Okay.
I will take Jalen Hurts as my steak taco. See, the thing of it is, a really well done steak. You know, it can be there. It's a really well done steak taco. It can be right there at the top, and so Jalen Hurts can deliver you these weeks that are right at the top. But also, like, you know, going to Chipotle or like some other places, sometimes you get some questionable pieces of the steak in there. And so I'm a big consistency eater. And so if I'm biting the taco and I'm expecting kind of some things to happen, if you hit a piece of fat or something like that, a gristle or whatever it might be, because, you know, these aren't exactly the most quality prime cuts of steak at some of these places.
Sure.
So you get a little piece of gristle and that just throws you. And I'm the type that I'm done. Like, it's just appetite gone. So that would be my choice.
Shout out Chipotle steak.
Shout out
is it?
Chipotle.
I don't know. Chipotle is a little bit. I don't know.
There's,
I mean, they
there's-
advertise
so-
it's real meat.
So Chipotle is a cycle. So you need to understand this. So there's a cycle with Chipotle, and so Chipotle starts out fantastic, fresh ingredients, and you know, everybody loves it. It's all good. That quality goes down bit by bit by bit, a little bit more, mix it in. You know, they start worrying about the margins, and then everybody gets salmonella, and so everybody's sick, and it's national news. At Chipotle, you're going to get sick. You eat at Chipotle. So Chipotle brings it all back to the fresh ingredients. So pay attention to the news. If you ever see there's a salmonella outbreak at Chipotle, give it a couple week or two, and then you want to go to Chipotle again because they have good quality ingredients again. and then the cycle resets itself.
Shout out.
Look at Jeff with that life hack, man.
Oh man,
I love these Jeff rants. We got to make a montage.
I just like to think that all food source places that I go and get my food give me a fresh ingredient every single time. You know, it's those things that I don't want to put into my mind that. But I usually don't eat too much out, but Maddie Daddy saying it's 2652 saying chicken steak and shrimp fajitas, David Montgomery and the Ozarks. He's getting into game show sitcoms.
Ozark is
a great show. Great show. Yeah.
Great show.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, and that was it. No, what about fish tacos?
No thanks.
Yeah.
No, not a little mahi.
You know, it depends on how it's cooked.
Yeah, maybe.
Because if it's cooked right,
what's your fish taco of fantasy?
One quarterback leads because I don't do them.
Bo put it out there.
I'm taco shaming
so
too.
San Diego fish tacos, and you know what? San Diego had the best tacos I've ever had in my life. Shout out to the little taco stand sitting on the corner. And shout out to another fish in the industry, Scott Fish Bowl. Because we got some divisions to talk about, right, gentlemen?
So then wait, he's the fish taco of the fantasy football industry, but he's like the premium fish taco. Well done, chef.
Yeah, that was a good transition. Shout out to Scott. All right, so what did you guys get?
I try my best sometimes.
There's fish in taco and there's fish in his name, so that's why it fits together in transition.
Well, if it's a taco bowl, it'd be a Scott Fish Taco Bowl.
Scott Fish Taco Bowl. Bring it to Chipotle. Scott Fish. It's just like those rookie quarterbacks. We need to get a Scott.
I want a new T-shirt with that. Shout out to Viridian Global and RotoWire. I want a Scott Fish Bowl taco.
Let's go.
I'm gonna have to hit you up, dude. Because I've got like
bowl.
10 pounds of halibut in a freezer from an Alaskan fishing trip forever ago. I don't know what to do with. So I
went to Alaska and caught it.
Bare hands.
Yes, totally bare
with your hands.
With my hands. My father-in-law, Jen's dad, took myself and his two sons and other brother-in-law to Alaska this past August in the middle of a pandemic for a week fishing trip. And we did an ocean day where we caught a ton of halibut. I've got 50 pounds of fish.
Fish fry at the poll votes. Shout out Jen. Shout out Nate.
Lots of salmon. Bring your pliers to take out the bones because they're bony.
That's right. But so speaking of the Scott Fish,
I know how to fillet a fish, man. I don't worry about all that.
Me too.
And the divisions here. What did you guys get for the divisions?
Rage Against the Machine.
Lady Gaga, of course.
Chef?
Notorious.
Yeah.
Biggie Smalls, baby. Bring it on.
That's right. And over here with me, I got Lil Wayne. Shout out Troy. Shout out TJ Hernandez. Shout out anyone else I'm forgetting there. Amr.
Shout out Al Zeidenfeld, Scott Barrett, Casey Kasem. Shout out all of them. I got a tough division, man.
So I have a question for you. I saw Ryan McDowell put this out on Twitter. And so my question, what matters most to you? Is it being in the artist that you want? Is it getting the pick position that you want? Or is it being with a celebrity or a big name in your division? Which one would you say matters most?
The pick.
Competitive-wise, the
Guaranteed.
pick. But myself, the celebrity.
That you didn't get.
Yeah, that I didn't get.
It's the pick for me. It's the pick for me because I'm going for the win.
Yep.
It's simple as that.
Competitive-wise, the pick.
And I didn't get my pick. So I got another pick. So
I at least got my pick.
From 108.
Totally. You've got 108. I got 107 with Jay over there. Actually, that 107 chat's pretty crazy. Cooter's in there with us. We've got Casey Kasem in there with us. We've got Paul Shasharian in there.
Share some notes with me for Casey.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, what are you guys talking about?
None of your damn business.
What's the strat?
I'm not telling you.
Well, I'm in the 112 chat, and that is the chat. I got to say, we got Steffi, we got Troy, we have the man himself, Scott Fish. The 112 pick is where it is. And our strategy right now, we're kind of deciding between, Young-Hoo Koo might be there, or you have CMC or Patrick Mahomes. And so, we're just kind of trying to gather the intel from the other pick chats to see where everybody might be leaning. If it's going to start off with a kick or run, and we know that we're not going to get our guy Young-Hoo, that might switch up some strategies in that chat.
Well, see, that's where we're at in the 107s. You can ask Jay. Like, we're all in on kickers at 107.
I was thinking who at 111.
You're gonna get sniped.
Yeah, you are. I got 11. You're Troy in my division's getting sniped. Shout Lil Wayne. 1.12.
I'm at the 108. I think I'm in a safe spot.
Safe spot.
Because I'm still going to have some great choices in the first round. Hopefully a quarterback available. And then coming back around, and then obviously with the third round reversal, it should be pretty fruitful for me there.
Oh, yeah. Well, and that's the thing with those.
And I feel like I'm a seasoned vet now. Like this taco behind me. Like I played last year. I kind of know what more to expect from it. Last year we had a guy that drafted like Matt Barkley in the first round, thought he was Saquon.
You were in his?
Oh, who was that?
It stalled like that whole division for like a whole day.
Wasn't that that fantasy Zohan guy?
I think so.
Was that him?
He eventually got switched, but it was pretty funny. And then there was charities going around, like if you drafted Matt Barkley in the first round,
I remember that.
You get whatever, some kind of shout out
for sure.
Shout out.
They would donate money to a charity.
Major shout out.
That's what it's all about. It's about charities, man.
I love the belief that you go ahead.
I was just gonna say compliments on your swag on Twitter.
Thank you. Shout out the SFB.
Your shout out to the banner and the Avi.
Who made that
Avi makers?
Who made it?
Boom.
I made the banner. No, the Avi makers did a fantastic job. Steven Roto is a true artist. He took care of me. He made my Avi. I absolutely love it. So I'm embracing the spirit, and it was a hard transition because this is my third real Avi. So it's I'm low on the list. I'm not like Nate here who's bouncing around one week and another week. I'm the guy that I get married to that Avi. So to have it go and change, it's for a great cause, and I think it looks pretty sharp.
Cooter.
Hi, Cooter.
Shout out Cooter. She's here live, but she's not here live.
Soon,
I'm not a cat.
So hopefully your dog. I don't.
You don't remember the video with the guy that got stuck as a cat, and he was like, "I'm here live. I'm not a cat."
Oh, she has a cat.
Shout out little doodle.
Little doodle.
Might have just been a little typo there.
Maybe not. I don't know. It's Cooter.
No,
you never know.
She's just saying she's not a cat.
It's strategically planned.
From the video. It's from a viral video. You guys don't remember?
I don't know what it is. I don't.
Tell me about your division, Nate. I'm interested to know what your division is for Scott Fishbowl.
So my division's Rage Against the Machine. Go nice. Rage. I'm a big Rage fan. Have been since like 94, 93. Because as we all know and have discussed, I am the oldest person on this show.
Have you seen Rage live?
You know what? I've not seen Rage live, which is really disappointing. When they were no, I'm a geriatric millennial, Bo. Come on, get it right.
Well, at their height, we were too young to go see them, really. But so
Evil Empire came out in '98. I was 16. I mean, okay. I was going. The thing was that in the era when I would have gone to see them, when they were really super active touring, I was way too into punk rock, so I was going to see like Alkaline Trio and NoFX and local punk bands and stuff like that. So I missed out on all of that. And then they played the Democratic National Convention here in 2008.
The Democratic Chaos League?
2007. And we were going to go, but like the city turned into an absolute mess and we're like, forget it. And we ended up actually going out of town. So, but we're hoping, because they're touring again, hopefully this fall. So we're hoping to catch them this fall.
So I was at I was at Lollapalooza when they played in 2008, and we were there for we got there early. Lollapalooza, if you've been there, there's two main stages. You kind of bounce around to little stages, and maybe it's changed in the last 10 years because I am now old. But we kind of camped out because there was a string of bands. I think it was Snoop we saw, and then Brand New was my favorite band we saw, and then Rage Against the Machine was going to come on. So we kind of stuck our spots, and we were right up front, and we were not ready for what Rage Against the Machine in that concert was, because the moment the guitar chord hit, everybody starts jumping around and mosh pits everywhere. And we were wearing flip-flops. We were hot. It was our day 2. So, we were in our early 20s. So we were somewhat capable, but I got separated from my friends. And so I'm just in the middle of all this stuff. And so I crowd surfed out. So I crowd surfed Rage Against the Machine to get out. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was quite an experience.
That's awesome.
Then I walked half a mile. I lost one of my flip flops, so I walked half a mile through Bicentennial Park with 1 foot or one bare foot. So that was great.
That's a cool story, man. I like that.
Yeah, it was a fun story.
That's a really fun story.
Being in the Lil Wayne division, I don't have any fun story, but I was able to see him live once. I saw him, Mac Miller, Lil Wayne, Mac Miller, Kendrick, and Wiz Khalifa. They all
Was Lil Wayne there at the Lil Wayne concert?
He surprisingly he did make a little quick performance. Shout out the fans. Oh, and actually, the 5 Like a G6 people opened.
Like a G6, like a G6.
I love that song.
West Coast.
like
Hold
a
on,
G6.
Come on, don't look it up. First one that gets it wins.
Okay, fine.
West
Popping
Coast.
bottles.
Far East movement.
movement.
Yes.
Ty.
And I didn't look it up. I swear.
Far East
That
movement.
was
I
on.
don't know who it is.
I used to
Jen and I
have a
had
shirt
that.
that said that. That was so pathetic. Fly like a G6. Shout out.
I know
Lil
the song. I don't know. I don't know a lot of.
Yeah, I know the song. I didn't know who.
I'm very
Dang it.
genre specific in my
That was
music
like
taste
2012,
usually.
2011, maybe. So
Yeah, I know.
2010.
Yeah. I think it was like 2010.
I know the song.
Something like that.
Shout out, Scott.
Shout out.
Are y'all leagues divisions full? Do you still have more people coming?
No, we're waiting for 4 people. So we have 8 right now. We have 4 fans. We have 4 analysts. So we're waiting for 4 more analysts. So fingers crossed that we get somebody. The group is a lot of fun, and so everybody's very good people. So that's great. But you're kind of hoping for that celebrity every once in a while.
Oh, of
We'll
course.
see.
Carl
We'll see.
LQ too. My bad. I forgot him.
Do you guys have your division chats all going yet?
No,
We've
not
got
yet.
it going. So
Yep. We got 11 out of 12 people.
We got 12 out of 12 within 5 minutes of me starting it up. So
So why
It
don't you
worked
have
out.
your chat going? Come on.
I guess I should
do.
get on that.
Oh, that's Chef. My bad.
yeah, Chef, come on, man.
Guys,
Get on this.
I just made it today. I was like, hey, someone's got to do it. Might as well be me.
Yeah, that's what I did last
See,
night.
I'm in a Slack. I'm already in a Slack channel with 85 other people. Like I have to slow down today. Like the
Nah,
108 Slack channel is crazy right now.
Commitment. Slack's commitment.
See, I
Dude,
feel
like
like the pick chat is where it's at because the pick chat's
Yeah.
where it's at. So yeah, everybody's kind of strategizing about the same pick, and you're getting to know people and kind of those. I feel like the division chats, maybe there's a little bit of walls up because you don't want to give too much strategy away or anything like that.
Oh,
Whereas
yeah.
pick chat, like let's go, let's just talk about what you
Yeah.
want to talk about, and
Yeah.
so it's great.
Yeah,
the little
like,
Wayne
do some mock drafts and have some fun with
Yep,
it. But
yep.
like, I'm not trying to give away any strategy. I'll make the pick. I'll
Right.
make the chat like towards the draft a little bit closer. Be like, hey, everybody, what's going on? You ready for Scott Fishbowl 11? Let's do it live, baby. Let's go. But I'm not giving away any of my strategy.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
I see guys trying to reach for tight end early. I'm not doing that this year. I did it last year. Kittle bit me in the butt. I am not letting that happen to me again this year.
Yeah, but what
Well,
if Kittle doesn't bite you in the butt this year?
I got
So
Waller
let him
last
be
year
good for
in
somebody
round-
else, man. Let him be good for somebody else. I'm not doing that
All
this year.
right.
I'm not getting pulled into that direction.
I got Waller, I think, from round 6 in the satellite draft that I did. I got him super late.
Wow. That ain't
I got
happening
very
anymore.
late. Well, last year everybody was down on him. They weren't sure because that uncertain target situation. Oakland had brought in Ruggs, they had brought in Edwards, and nobody was quite sure where the targets would land. So Waller's price, Waller and Diggs were the single 2 most league decisive players last year because they were both priced for similar uncertain situations, but they had the talent. And I had both of them when I won the satellite. So I had Diggs and Waller, and those were the 2 biggest bargains, I think, in top end draft position outside of maybe James Robinson.
That brings up a good point. What are 2 top value picks right now going on in startups and redraft, et cetera, best ball? Anybody seen anything good out there?
I think Tannehill's going way too late.
That's going to adjust, I would have to believe.
It
I
will
think
eventually.
so.
but-
Yeah, and I think it's really I look at the drafts, and you guys have probably experienced it too. When you're in the underdog draft, or you might be in the sleeper draft, the ADP plays so much into picks. if you've got your own sheet and you take advantage of these differences, that's how you really win and get away with it. Because you get ADP, you could have a 20-point ADP swing on a player, and you're looking at taking a player a round and a half early between just two different sites. So that's just something I've noticed through years of playing fantasy, and I think it's kind of there right now, having the underdog experience, looking at MFL.
Shout out Underdog. Shout out Sleeper. Whoever wants to sponsor the show, you're getting shouted out.
First come, first serve. Shout out Sleeper HQ. Shout out Underdog.
So we're going to need all submissions by 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, please. Thank you.
So let's answer Chef's question there on that. So I like John Smith, of course, and he got hurt the other day, and so hopefully he bounces back, but that's one of my key guys. And so I made the trade up. We're in a big 20-team league, and I made a trade with Kluge to go up and get him because I just got antsy and I didn't want to wait any longer. But I'd love to hear your guys undervalued.
Maybe Mike Williams?
Mike Williams.
Interesting.
You know, best ball. If we're talking best ball, Mike Williams, he'll catch a bomb every once in a while.
Well, sure, if we're talking best ball.
I thought that, when he brought up Underdog,
Oh, yeah, totally.
All right, so I'm in a draft, and I want to say I got Darnell Mooney way too late. 113 in a best ball. Come on. I mean, the kid has all the potential in the world. Yes, Andy Dalton is going to be the starter in game 1.
No,
Coach
he's
speak
not.
from Matt Nagy. Hey, it came out again today. They addressed it today again. See how I segue in that news a little bit? But no, they turn around and Darnell Mooney, dude, he's going to be excellent. 4.3 speed, second target on the offense. We don't know how long Allen Robinson's going to be the lead wide receiver in that group. Like, they could, for all we know, get rid of him next year. So for dynasty purposes, Darnell Mooney is the guy that you want to go out and buy right now in fantasy, in dynasty. Corey, you know me. We've been chilling since last year. Stock up, stock down. It's always been stock up for Darnell Mooney. I think he lives up, and I see his ADP rising a little bit. I think he's like wide receiver 65 right now or something like that. But he's going to come around and really be a good guy for the NFL, great for fantasy.
Good family man.
With Justin Fields. So Darnell Mooney's one of my guys. That's
Chef, I'm with you on Mooney. I actually wrote about him in my column yesterday, and I'm pulling up something really quick.
Pull it up.
There's a stat that I found very interesting, and this tells you all you need to know about why Mooney wasn't as consistent as we wanted last year.
Why?
Okay, so let me find it here.
He's ADP wide receiver 58 right now.
So
Mooney was
he's got the stat, Jeff.
I got it. Mooney was targeted 98 times in 2020. You know how many of those were catchable?
20.
68. There were 30 there are 30 uncatchable, and Nick Foles, dude. And Nick Foles, both of them.
He's getting fired up.
Yeah, I am fired up about this because he had terrible quarterbacks. Then I kind of looked into Dalton's stats and compared Dalton to Trubisky and Foles. Dude, they're apples and apples. Like their completion percentage, touchdown to interception ratio, all three of those quarterbacks are literally like basically the same quarterback when you break it down. Justin Fields will be the starter. And when Justin Fields is the starter in that offense, I think he wins the job in camp. I think he might have already come close to winning it, but Nagy, you don't think so?
No, I'm playing Nagy right now.
At least one game.
All right. Okay,
at least one game.
It's going to be a bad game 1, and they're going to lose, and then they're going to play Fields. We've seen it before so many times. Like Josh Allen was the same thing. We see the veteran, and they say, "Oh, we put Andy Dalton into an NFL game, and we have this good rookie. What did we got?
Fields.
It's bad organizations do it, I feel like, or inexperienced coaches or just bad coaches do it. But
no, Corey said it. Corey said it. Which way is Corey? Corey just said it. They're playing the Rams week 1.
Yes.
They're not going to throw Justin Fields out against the Rams week 1.
You're right.
They're not. They're going to give them a reason to play the starter. Going to get the fans involved. There's going to be cheering for Matt Nagy once he puts him in. You know, he's trying to save his job. He's trying to save the franchise, trying to save the city. They haven't had anything in a long time. And it's going to take a second week though, because they're going to throw Andy Dalton to the Rams defense. It's going to get chewed up. spit
probably
out,
get hurt.
and then we're going to see Justin Fields. Yeah,
Yep.
Exactly. He's
7
probably
sacks
banking
from
on him
Aaron
getting
Donald.
hurt.
Shout
No,
out to
I
him.
think but I do think that Mooney's role really changed in the offense. And you looked at last year, if you watched early last year, he was really a shot player. And so that's where a lot of those uncatchable balls came from because Nick Foles just couldn't hit him. He's wide open. But later in the year, especially if you go back to the Packers game, they completely used him in a different role. They didn't use him as the field stretcher anymore. They schemed up to get him the ball underneath, to get him the ball in space. And so that's really what you're looking for, almost the way that Pittsburgh used to use Antonio Brown or things like that, where and that is fantasy gold. You know, a guy that is just on the field running 9 routes, Jalen Guyton is a great example of this. He's not a special athlete. He's just on the field to clear people out, to run straight in the line, and they use that for Mooney early, and you can't get fantasy consistent production out of that. That is just a straight, I'm hoping this dude catches a 50-yard bomb and gives me 12 points on one play and maybe catches 2 other balls. And that's that role in the offense. Whereas if they're using Mooney underneath, if they're scheming up ways to get him the ball, you're suddenly looking at 8, 9, 10 target, 11 target games where he can PPR drop 15 points without even scoring, and he's got that upside for a 30-point game.
Sheesh. Shout out Justin
love
Fields.
me some Mooney. Oh, and I just looked it up, guys, while Jeff was breaking it down for you.
Mark it down.
Andy Dalton has been injured at least once every season, has missed at least 2 games, 3 games, and missed at least 3 games in the last 3 years as a quarterback.
Hey,
so guaranteed Justin Fields is definitely getting on the field this year. Definitely, hands down.
Once he's on the field, week one.
No, feed him to the Rams. Feed Andy Dalton to the Rams. You know what?
No, feed him.
That's a 50-50 game. You throw Andy Dalton out there. But we've seen it before. We saw it with Josh Allen, with Nathan Peterman, when they put him out for game 1, and it was terrible. And everybody knew in camp Josh Allen was the play. And we've seen other teams do the same thing. They throw the veteran out there just so that they get that extra little bump. And especially with going to 17 games, I know every game matters in the NFL. And we see at the end, every game matters. But you have to wonder, as the games continue to build on, we see with the NBA, teams take games off. Is there going to be type of thing where, like, yeah, you know, this guy's hurt. Maybe he's not all the way there. We're just going to hold him out just because we had these extra games. And is that a big fantasy impact?
Maybe.
That's definitely a fantasy impact, Jeff.
Definitely.
100%. Like we saw it last for, I think, forever. When you know your team is making it to the playoffs, you know, people start to bench players. Some teams do it, some teams don't. But for fantasy, it definitely impacts. And I think the week 14 bye will have a lot to do with it as well, especially for the teams on that week 14 bye that are going to be used, that have fantasy relevant players, which a lot of them do. I think like the Colts, are the Panthers week 14 again? I know the Colts are for sure, because I was checking out Jonathan Taylor.
There. I think
so. I think it all depends on what teams they have. I know there's like 4 or 5, maybe 6 teams on that week 14 bye, which is an advantage for those teams in regular football going into the playoffs, but a disadvantage to fantasy football out there everywhere. And if you haven't moved your league over to week 17 for the fantasy finals, you know, go do that now. I would say. I mean, I know I did it all my leagues. Yes, Corey.
Yes. Give me more fantasy weeks, please.
More fantasy. Come on.
It is a
consideration.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor is going to be a guy that lands like right in where all of our string of second round picks are, and so it's a consideration. I think that just from the mocks that I've seen, having that week by losing that and potentially the Scott Fish Bowl playoffs is kind of a big deal.
It is a big deal. Do we believe in Jonathan Taylor this year?
Yeah, I'm all in. I think he's a special talent.
Yeah.
You don't think Marlon Mack's gonna?
No, I hope that Marlon Mack can play football this year. I hope the best for him. I don't know that I've seen him out back. I just don't know that he was really a special back before, and then at his age coming off injury. I just worry
that's fair. That's fair.
You know, Jonathan Taylor is going to be the key that takes that offense from potentially a good, mediocre offense to an elite offense. It's going to have to go through him, and that's where Carson Wentz is going to make his comeback if he does.
Well, shout out to Jonathan Taylor, but you will not get him in week 14. 4 teams that are week 14 by Indianapolis Colts, the Dolphins, the Patriots, and the Eagles.
Not the Panthers. I knew it.
Not the Panthers.
All teams I have very little exposure to, so
I don't
have like week 9 or 10, I think.
Yeah, so. All right.
I mean, Jonathan Taylor, he'll probably go. I don't know, man. There's a lot of mouths to feed in that backfield, man.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Naeem Hines is still there. Jordan Wilkins is still there.
Jordan
Wilkins,
Wilkins, that's what I was trying.
Yeah.
Let's not look.
I mean, and you know what? If he, it seems like, Jonathan Taylor, he got a little banged up in his rookie season, and they held him back. They didn't ask him to do too much. It was okay. One carry on the goal line. All right, you didn't make it in. Come on, sit on the bench. I'll get somebody else to do it. And they were okay with that. He did have a couple games later on in the season that were monstrous, but I think the players around him as well were injured.
Mm-hmm.
No,
if you're giving touches to Wilkins or to Mac or Hines is fine out of the backfield, but if you're giving those guys touches versus Taylor when Taylor's healthy and ready to go, like, what are we doing here? I mean, what are we doing here? He's just a completely different players.
Don't all those players get at least a couple touches a season, Jeff?
They frustratingly do, but if you're a coach, what are you doing? If Jonathan Taylor's ready to run, give him the damn ball. Win the game.
If Justin Fields is ready to run, give him the ball.
Yeah, you got to be a little more careful with quarterbacks, except for in the red zone. I think that's where you really.
Unless you're Lamar Jackson, you give designed runs anywhere on the field with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah,
Jalen Hurts. Let him run the ball.
Hurts so good.
That's going to be the play. That it would be interesting to see if they do it. And the Eagles. I've been loading up the receivers from the Eagles just because of the value the price that they are. It seems like very. If these games end up in a shootout with Philadelphia, we don't know that their defense, their cornerbacks have not been good. If the rest of their defense isn't good, and we're all suddenly in NFC North or NFC East shootouts with Dallas and Philadelphia, and I think Giants, Washington, no, but yeah.
Shout out! I just got Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert pick 65 and pick 80 in best ball.
Nice.
Yeah. So
nice.
I'm on the Philadelphia side of things. I think their defense has some holes. They're playing in a stronger competitive division this year. They have some tough matchups that they're going to need to throw the ball a lot. So I like the receiving group coming out of the Eagles. I think Hurts is going to have to air out the ball and run the ball. So if you can get Hurts on your team, I think he's going to make an impact this year. I just don't like his value creeping up. I think he's I seen him at QB7 the other day. I'm like, are you kidding me? Is this the reality that we're living in? I think it's a little too high, man. And it sucks because I really like him. I just don't know if I can have the confidence in him as a higher end QB1.
Well, you can like somebody and not think they're a higher end QB1. I mean,
I just, that's what I'm taking because of the value.
Totally. Like that's something for me with Baker Mayfield in drafts where I'm getting him super late and I'm totally stoked. I'm getting him at like QB3 value. Wait, I mean, he's probably a mid to back end QB2 at best, but I'm getting him at that QB3 value. So I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. And I'm totally fine with that.
Take and run with it.
Exactly.
There's 5 quarterbacks that I think really matter this year right now with Deshaun Watson off the field. And then there's some guys that are just kind of getting you by. And so the thing with Hurts that you hope he could extend into that, make that top 5 and top 6, just with game scripts in Philadelphia and running the ball. But that's kind of what I see right now, because once you get past those top 5, you're looking at Justin Herbert. Like you're kind of hoping that there's no sophomore slump and he continues on the Josh Allen path, or Russell Wilson. And Russell Wilson has some big games here and there, but he also hangs you out to dry. So, and then Tannehill maybe pushes in there.
I like Tannehill as long as he stays where he is draft wise and ADP. I like him.
Me too.
I have a side note here. Chef, your hoodie strings are so long.
We can't even see the ends.
Those are so long. Shout out DHH, shout out Tyler. But there we go. Okay. They're like horse things. Like,
it's for
where
extra
baby. Where it all began. DHH alumni in the house, baby.
I mean, dude, they're so long. Down to like your belly button.
Dude, this is the most comfortable hoodie I own.
It looks comfortable.
Like, it is so comfy. And I have a bunch of sunburn, so I'm like freezing in the house. Yeah, like fried.
I know it's a great, shout out DHH, shout out the hoodie, but there's wow.
Like my chest is as pink as
this isn't
Jeff's
even
wall back there.
Dude.
It is like Jeff's wall.
I blend right in. I can blend right in as well.
Green screen.
Jeff, are you familiar
if I was a chef on the wall?
Are you familiar with the Richard Scarry books, like kids' books,
Yep.
cars and trucks and things that go in the pig family.
Okay.
Yeah, you're like Papa Pig, man. He went to the beach in that book and he got fried. Like
Turn some bacon.
he was almost crispy bacon, bro. So
yeah, I mean, it was the first beach day of the year with the family.
You live and you
And
learn.
there's a rule. The first day you burn, and then it turns into tan, and then you're good. Like
Where you
that's what it is.
Yeah, I did a similar thing in my youth.
I'm Italian, man.
I'd go to the beach,
Sunscreen's
so-
overrated.
Where are the
Yeah, I'd burn and then it would be okay, and then I'd like all summer long it'd be good to go.
Yeah.
All right,
As long as you don't peel. When you peel, you're done.
Yeah.
that's true. Well,
Let's
I don't
peel
know.
into what are we drafting tonight?
Let's
We got a
peel
draft,
into-
Corey?
Yeah, one
What are we
second.
doing? I know, I threw it at you. That's what I do. Just keep you on your toes. It's called chaos for a reason. Oh, speaking of chaos, homers.
oh yeah.
Weren't we going to talk about this trade that went down? Wasn't there a trade in Chaos League that
Wait, let me pull it up.
Chef,
Yeah,
did you see
I
the
mean,
trade offer I made you?
Yes, I saw it. It was cute. I was
Oh,
going
you
to write
sent one.
back.
What's your live trade? Go.
Yeah, decline.
Clearly, he's not interested. So, I'm trying to swing, and I know Corey doesn't trade.Ate and I
What
did
was
trade
the
the other
trade that
day.
you sent me, Jeff? Hang on. It was.
Well,
I mean, it was.
I was
It was
giving you some
intriguing.
pieces.
I know
You're gonna hang me out to
very
we're gonna make content out of this. I guess
giving me. So, what league was that in? Was that Chaos?
Chaos League.
Yeah, Chaos. Shout
I'm
out
gonna
Chaos.
getting hung out here. No, it's still open. You have not declined it.
No, I have not declined it. In what world do you think I want to give up Dak Prescott for Derek Carr and Jameis Winston?
Well, Michael Thomas and Aaron Jones, and you're getting a bunch of good stuff. I don't know.
You know what I found out today?
These
Michael
are-
Thomas
your
is
starting lineup
29
is
years
really
old. 29 years
You
old.
just found that
Michael
out
Thomas.
today. You didn't even realize.
Just found that out today. I didn't even realize.
But here's the trade. We got Mike, Daddy's Home FF, and Dave Kluge. Mike traded
I mean,
just
if you like Henderson, we can make a deal. Sorry to
to
cut.
Kluge. Kluge got Mac Jones, Cam Newton. Or sorry, Mike got Mac Jones, Cam Newton, and Kluge's 2022 first, and Kluge got his Justin Fields. I feel like that is a trade that is 50-50, right? You get the GOAT,
I
Justin
think it's a good
Fields,
deal.
Mac
You know,
Jones first.
It really depends what you
It
believe
was a
in the
great.
quarterback.
It was a great treat. It was a great trade. I love the trade.
Tree, shout out Pine, shout out Birch, Evergreens,
Bobby Trees.
Bobby Trees, yo, Robert Wood.
Bobby Trees. As much as I love Justin Fields, and I love Justin Fields, I really like Mike's side of that trade too.
That's an analyst trade. You love
I don't believe in either of the guys. I mean, to be honest with you, and maybe I'll be wrong, but when I'm looking at that deal, it's two guys that I don't believe in, and a first round pick that you're hoping is not. It's year one. We know nobody knows with the scoring where we're going to end up, the structure where we're going to end up. So you're trading that first. If it's a late first and Mac Jones is no good, it's a great deal.
But Mac Jones is going to be really. He's going to be really good. So
he's really not. Like,
no, but he
I'm wrong, I'm
really
not.
is.
Okay.
No, I think
Like,
Mike. I think at Daddy's home did it right. I mean, he got himself an extra pick.
still had six
He got.
No, that's
he
how
got
you
return.
dynasty. You're right. That's how you dynasty.
And we do have that homer rule. We have that homer rule in our league, in the Chaos League, where you need to have a homer on your roster, no matter what, at all times. So that impacts it, and he covered it forever in a sense for dynasty purposes. He picked up Mac Jones, he got Cam Newton, and he got a future pick that he could turn into more value the year next. And you know what? If Justin Fields pans out, Dave Kluge gets what he wants. He has Justin Fields on his franchise for the rest of his career if he wants it to. I don't see him ever trading Fields unless he really shits the bed. Excuse my language.
See, Craig is right.
Yeah.
He did it just to mess with me, and I was going Kyle Pitts all the way. So in this structure, 2 tight ends. Yeah, good callback. Good bringing it up.
We had a plan. And Jeff,
That was good.
you sort of gambited us, but in its own different way. Obviously, it's not the J Bell gambit, but you know what I'm trying to say. Me and Mike had the plan. I hit up Craig. Shout out Craig. I had some gifts made.
It was brilliant. It was really great.
Shout out Craig.
I just was going a different way.
Shout out Craig.
I was afraid Mike was going to go the same way. I was afraid Mike was going to take Pitts at number 1 just because of the 2 tight end with tight end premium and the negative points for incompletions. what's going to happen with quarterbacks here, but it is triple super flex, and the Corey's only got one quarterback.
But like, what is it? It's like negative 1.69 for incompletion.
I thought it was 0.69, not 1.6. 1.
No, it's just 0.69. Shout out Troy.
I feel like we need like 15. We should shout out Scott Fish and give like 15 or 0.15 for a completion, because I know that's the Scott Fish Bowl setting. So do a little shout out just to
0.15
because I already have 4 quarterbacks and I want them to be more valuable.
The Fish Bowl, right?
Yeah, but it's the incompletions that really get you, right?
Yes,
That's right. But
yes,
here we are, the sitcoms, right?
All right, we got some sitcoms ready.
All right.
Always do a draft here. We're on episode 8. We've what?
What is a sitcom? What is a sitcom?
I don't know. My bad. You know.
It's a situational comedy.
Oh,
It's in the name, guys.
Sitcom.
Don't overthink it.
This is a real
Don't
question.
overthink it.
This is real?
TLC.
so no
maybe?
Game of Thrones
It's
here,
real.
right?
No.
No.
That's your type of humor.
Dude, if you laugh at
What is it?
if you're
I mean, I
laughing
laugh at Game of Thrones all the time. I mean, my wife and I are rewatching it, and I found some funny things in there that I don't see too much. Remember the coffee cup thing? That was funny. Ha ha ha! There was a coffee cup.
Chef.
Anyway,
Starbucks mug. That's
I'm gonna
right.
pick one here. Are we going Game of Thrones?
no. Oh wow, I'm first. No, I'm not going Game of Thrones. I'm gonna go with.
Then Nate, Corey, Jeff.
It's one of my all-time faves, and I'll go. And we use this one on our kids show. But man, if I'll be damned, it's Saved by the Bell, man.
Wow.
Probably not the 101, but
That's
I like it.
That's a curious 101. Go.
It's your one. I mean, you know.
Shout out Zach Morris. Shout out AC Slater.
I don't know these people you're shouting out.
Nate is taking Saved by the Bell the college years now. So
No, I hated that. No.
You're up,
No. That's terrible. Okay,
let's
so
see what I get.
I'm gonna go. This is a show that I watched when I was a kid, when it was actually on still, and then in my 20s I watched after the news came on because it was in syndication. It's the best, dude. I mean, come on, guys. Cheers.
What?
Yeah, I didn't watch Cheers too much.
What? Cheers.
Yeah, no, I didn't really do that.
Cheers is the greatest sitcom ever made.
I've been to the bar in Boston.
Me too. That bar sucks.
Yeah, it wasn't
It's
that exciting.
It looks nothing. The actual the bar is based on a bar in Denver called Bull and Bush.
Really?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
So the guy who created it used to hang out at that bar in Denver, and there's a Bull and Bush, I think, in Connecticut somewhere too. And he hung out at both of them, and he based the show on Bull and Bush because it was very much like a neighborhood, everybody knew each other type bar.
All right.
Hey, keep filling this time. I'm having a little internet issues.
Well, it's your pick, so you can just pick.
Oh, I am up. Oh,
Yeah, you are up.
My Google Docs froze. That's why. Let me see if it works. One sec. Okay, wait. What? Who did you go, Nate?
Cheers, man.
Okay. 1 sec. Sorry, I've been panicking. I've had anxiety about fixing this
It's okay. It's okay.
internet issue. What did you say again? I forgot.
Cheers.
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 All right. I honestly didn't really expect this pick to be here. Really, nothing else needs to be said besides 2 words, and I'm going with The Office.
Oh, very
okay.
nice.
You're just gonna let me walk in here and win the draft on the first.
Yeah, I haven't won one yet, so what the hell?
So my first pick, I'll go with The Simpsons.
Damn it!
All right.
And my second pick is Seinfeld. I mean,
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Couple coming off my board there. That's good.
True.
That's good.
Okay. Damn. I don't.
No, wait a minute. Is Simpsons? Is that
Yes.
Simpsons is
sitcom?
absolutely
Yes,
a
it is.
sitcom.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
sitcom.
all right,
Yes,
all
it
right,
is.
all right.
It's absolutely a sitcom. It's
a cartoon.
It was on my list. Yes.
But okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Situational comedy. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
For sure. And, I don't know if these picks, if I'm going, I'm aging myself here. I don't know if you'd call it aging. I guess you do because technically, you're telling your age here. Simpsons, Seinfeld, pretty solid, right? I mean, Saved and Cheers, that's something you guys relate to, right? So with this pick, I'm aging myself again.
Nate.
I'm going to go with That 70s Show.
That's a good
Oh,
pick.
that's a
I
good
like
one.
that show. I do like that show.
That's not
That's
bad.
good.
I'm 28, so it's like kind of. Oh, my bad. Double hit.
Craig, I am not secretly 60. I am 39.
That 70s show, you know.
That's not that was I never got into that show. Like I
That
just
was
never
came
could.
out
I
like
tried.
there's
around
smoking
college, and we used to watch it a lot.
They're smoking weed, sitting around a table, you know. Shout out Hotbox. Shout out
That's
to
true.
Bo. You know what I mean?
Shout
So,
out Ashton Kutcher.
shout out Ashton Kutcher. Shout out the other people that I forgot their name.
Topher Grace,
Topher.
Mila Kunis.
Mila
Ooh.
Kunis.
He gave us Mila Kunis. And what
But
would
Nate,
whoever
here you are, Nate.
whoever
All right, you're up. Cheers.
Oh man, I am back up. Well, this one's pretty easy, and I can't believe you guys didn't take it already. But I'm probably gonna go 30 Rock, yo.
Hey, shout out to Down Below.
Nope, wrong show.
What is that? Community.
That's Community.
He wrote, or he starred in the Community. He wrote for 30 Rock.
Oh, totally. He did write for 30 Rock. That's right. That's right. That's
He's
right.
an actor, comedian.
I mean, dude-
rapper, artist, producer, writer. You know, come on, son.
The man is brilliant.
All right.
But like, you
All right,
can't
let me
go
get-
wrong with Tina Fey and Alec
Dude, shout out
Baldwin.
Tina
Like,
Fey, dude. Shout out Tina Fey. Yep.
All
That's
right.
right.
There's two here that I don't want to pass up. One is The League.
oh, totally.
All right. You know, I love The League. It's so funny. Shout out Chalupa
Jeff's
Batman.
upset, dude. Look at him. He's smiling like
That's a good.
And-
that's a good pick.
Fucking
I would-
shit.
And another one that is my favorite, my wife's favorite, is Big Bang Theory, man.
Oh, boo.
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 I love Big Bang Theory.
So I wanted to test a theory in this draft.
It's a
I was-
fine.
I'm testing a strategy here because I wanted to see, and I, knowing you guys, kind of assumed that you wouldn't take it, but I cannot believe you haven't. This actually is my 101, but I knew it would still be around. It's always sunny in Philadelphia, baby.
It
You
was
know,
on my
that was
list.
my next. That you kind of sniped me. I don't know if Corey would have taken it, but with
Yeah,
the
I
value
left
of
it
the
there
Simpsons
for
and
you.
Seinfeld
I
going
would
in
have
the
not
first,
taken that
those
because
are the
I
first two
watched it.
first round picks.
Well, dude, all right. So I think to everyone right now, there's a glaring name that has yet to be picked. Don't know,
Perfect strangers.
but like, you know, that's not my type of show. I don't think it's a good show, so I don't really want to take it.
Well, then
You know?
don't.
I'm not, because I'm going with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it was on my list too. Damn it. I was hoping one of them would fall back to me. Fail. Damn Big Bang
But here we go,
Theory
Jeff with the turn.
bullshit.
He's living life. I mean, Jeff, take this name
I
that has yet
reached.
to be taken. I don't think it's a good show. Jeff, back-to-back picks.
South Park.
No. Okay. All right.
Was it
Okay.
not? South Park is.
Just 2 words. South Park.
That's right. No, and my other pick would be Parks and Rec.
Damn it.
That's a good.
Jeff, you threw the gambit at us again.
That word out.
I can't deal with it, man. I just
Damn, I'm
can't.
up
I
again.
think that covers all your
Crazy
needs.
that-
So.
Yeah, I think Jeff is walking off here.
Big library.
I don't
Actually,
think
Corey's
so.
is pretty good
All that.
too. Corey's good too. Shout out.
Corey's-
Nate.
You all got good ones because you can't go wrong with like any of these. You know what I mean? Like they're all
No, they're
really
all good shows. They're all
Obviously,
good
some are a
shows.
little bit better.
Well, except
You know,
Big Bang Theory.
Classic, South Park classic.
I guess Saved by the
Seinfeld,
Bell is kind of crap,
Yeah.
huh?
You know,
I
you-
burned 2
in
picks.
Your age, and,
Yeah.
but here I
That was
am.
not a
Yeah.
pick. That's like a sneaky like 4th pick, not the one that one.
I
It's like
reached.
desperation. Like I'm losing
I
this, and I'm gonna throw this out here, and maybe somebody will grab onto.
Oh, man.
Not your 101.
It's like taking Lamar Jackson at the 101 in Superflex.
Hey, I did that last year. Stop it.
Me too.
Guy.
Me too. Apparently,
Corey, you
Saved
guys-
by the
it's-
Bell pick.
Corey, you're up. I'm sorry. We'll give you the floor, sir.
No, I mean that was great stuff out there. Really loved it. Again, this name has still yet to be picked. Everyone that's just tuning in, we're doing sitcoms. As you can see, we're missing a name, right? Again, I don't like that show, so I'm not going to pick it. I'm going with How I Met Your Mother.
All right. I thought you were going to
Nice.
say Arnold again.
That's, you know, we got situationally sitcom. All right, so we got Nate here. Nate.
Well, I can't believe nobody's taken Joey, the spinoff from Friends. That's crazy. But I'm going to go with a fairly well-known Canadian comedy that some of you may or may not have seen.
Leonard? Letter?
Letter Kenny.
Is that one word? I don't know. Letter Kenny.
How are you now?
I mean, obviously not many people know what you're talking about it, so good pick.
I have never heard of that one.
I've
Dude,
heard
you
of it,
all
so,
have to watch it. Oh my
It's
god.
give it a shot, everyone. Letter Kenny, shout out Leonard Kenny. It's either you like it or you don't.
Yep, that's very true.
I'll give it a try.
Yeah, give it a shot. I tried. It wasn't my cup of tea, but I know that their fan base rides or die for Letter Kenny. So obviously, it's good. I just don't like it.
So, question, Corey, how far did you make it?
I don't remember, but it was more than 2 episodes.
Did you get to the 3rd episode? Because the 3rd episode is the worst episode in the history of the series.
Yeah, I didn't love it either. I think I watched like 5 or 6, and like I just couldn't. I don't know.
Well, then I'll take.
I want to hear Chef's last pick, and then I've got a question for everybody that I'd love to know.
Can I redraft? Was this a mock? This is a mock.
Yeah, sure. What's your 101 here?
All right. So, well, since I spent my 404 on my 101,
shout out 444 Wendy's.
I'm just gonna go out here and put it out. How about Dave?
Dude, I haven't thought of
the show, Dave.
Hey,
I haven't thought of that
Hulu.
show in years.
So this plays into my question.
Dave.
So, what is your favorite show? Like that kind of maybe a little bit underknown. That favorite sitcom that's continuing to make episodes.
I mean, Dave is going to come out with another episode this year.
Have you guys seen Ted?
Another season.
Have you guys seen Ted Lasso?
Dave 2 tonight.
Are you serious? It comes out tonight?
Dave 2 is tonight.
Oh, I know what I'm doing after our golf show.
Tomorrow you're on Hulu.
Ted Lasso?
Yeah, I heard
Ted Lasso.
We need to talk about Dave real quick.
I know.
So Dave, dude, Chef, I think this is going to be a first-round pick in like 10 years, right? You got to give it some time to acclimate. I love Dave. It's a great show, but it's one season in, you know?
Yeah.
All right, Jeff, what did you say?
I mean, my other one was Schitt's Creek. They're done.
I need to watch that one.
No one took Friends.
I know.
Friends is a fantastic show to fall asleep to.
I love Friends, but dude, I've seen it so many times.
Friends is great to put on when you're going to bed and you just need nothing to happen and something that you've heard a million times. Friends is great for that if you fall asleep to TV. That's what it's useful for.
I'm so happy no one took Friends.
You take Friends.
It has to arguably be a top 3 all time. Arguably. I'm not putting it there.
Yeah.
I'm just happy none of us took Friends in this draft. So shout out to you, Friends. You guys.
Dave saved me by the bell.
Let's go back to Jeff. Jeff, what did you ask while we were talking about Dave?
I don't know.
And Dave,
Ted Lasso.
Dave the show.
Ted Lasso.
If
Dave Bird.
15, Ted Lasso. I like that show. That's coming out next. You don't know what it? Do you get Apple TV?
No.
Okay.
Nah.
It's on Apple TV. It's Jason Sudeikis. Not Sudeikis. It's
Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah.
That is Jason Sudeikis.
Yes. It's very good.
It's great.
Yeah, it comes out in July. So
okay.
Oh, the second season comes out in July?
Yeah, second season comes out in July. So
I can't believe nobody took I just had
Family Guy, Schitt's Creek.
Schitt's Creek was one.
2.5 Men.
Oh, that show was terrible.
I feel like I crushed you guys. Like Parks and Rec was a flex pick just because I like Parks and Rec. Those first three picks are tough to beat, in my opinion.
Instant classics. I went the contrarian route.
Frasier.
Dude, we could have gone like 30 rounds with this draft. Easy.
Yeah.
Scrubs.
Jeopardy.
Scrubs.
Wheel of Fortune.
TV shows now.
Community is in there.
Show that we can think of.
Home Improvement. I mean, if we had Cooter here, that'd be 4. Obviously, there's
America's Funniest Home Videos.
But see, the thing of it is, even though Cooter was not able to join us, I feel like Cooter's choices would be off this 4 anyways. We could let her have any 4 that she wants and throw that in the poll if we want to.
Let us know,
with the Fruity Pebbles.
All right, but guys, so what are we going to do next week? So we don't have to do a dinner party per se. We could always hold off on that, especially Chef doesn't want to eat in front of the mic. But we could always do a draft. Dude, I was going left, not right because of the mic. You know it.
Did you say do a craft?
We could do a craft.
Let's do a craft.
Arts and crafts.
Let's do some origami. I love it.
Guys, arts and craft next.
Yes.
I'm gonna build a wicker bowl
Next week,
next week
everyone.
here on Coming Off the Edge.
Let's do a Bob